So my name is Evie Vasquez. I'm a 35-year-old trans woman, and I'm located in El Paso, Texas. Originally from California, I do local art, just describing how my life as a trans Latina woman is here on the borderland, and I go through my friends who are very inspirational within video editing, within just their arts and crafts and how they perceive themselves as Latina women always gives me a lot to work with. A lot of beautiful things to like be able to build upon here in the border city. Being out in the public eye and everybody else seeing me be my authentic self and me giving myself the beauty of myself in public spaces. Spontaneous, loving, and manic. I guess we all want to be loved, so that one is within a process that's happening right now for me, within self-love and within love of like having a partner. Being self-love for myself and trying to give myself a better understanding of my body and where I can be. I feel like it's like customizing a sim character, and I've always loved playing the Sims, so just even within like customizing my own sim within myself, it's a lot of like love that I'm giving to myself. Love could be a lot of different forms. There's memories of my grandma that I love within how she speaks and how she's silly and funny, and certain meals like she would make, and how I make those same meals now, and I'm able to like give that love into another generation and give it life and give it to others and show them my type of love. Simple conversation between friends that I care about, and just even, I don't know, giving myself baths that I really love, or listening to music that makes me sad, that makes me feel loved. Won't you see without my eyes, first time that you kissed me? That one. What makes me feel loved is showing up for myself and showing up for like people that I love, because if I show up for them, then I'm showing up for myself. I show love by actually listening to people. Now it's within like healing my inner child, and I collect Monster High dolls and Bratz dolls as well. But I mainly collect the Bratz dolls to steal the clothes for the Monster High dolls. So these are the girls. This is Frankie and Cleo, they're dating. And then Draculaura and Claude, they're dating. That's his sister. And then these two bitches are dating. This is Willow Smith and her girlfriend. And then the boys, they're dating each other. Deuce and Heath. Ah, but they're so cute, aren't they? I need to redo her hair. I need to redo their outfits. So they're like little versions of me. I also collect vintage rubber face stuffed animals from like the 50s and 60s, and then I'll restore them.
Who's that?
Jean-Philippe. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't have a name for him, but he's so cute. I also do crystal art where I get crystals that like call to me, and then I make different like sculptures and like stuff with it. And I do like model work too. Like I do live nude art from time to time. And right now I'm putting together a show that's going to be in November called Safe Space, and it's about my life and who I am as a trans Latina within the border and within this like climate crisis, and like how I move forward day to day in my life. And it's going to be about representing a little portion of myself that shows like my internal space, like my home, and taking it to another space and allowing people access to my safe space. So it's like the meta of like how I create safe spaces within my own home and within the community and within the bigger space. So it's like safe spaces within safe spaces. Blessed and lucky. transition quicker, bitch. But like, unfortunately, I was in Texas, so it's like there wasn't any like medication or like there wasn't. I mean, there probably was, but there wasn't any guidance to get to that next step of like my transition. So if I could have, I would have like done it in like elementary, but unfortunately, like here I am. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through surgeries just to get rid of certain things that I was like I went through puberty with, and now I'm gonna have to deconstruct that and go through surgeries, but it's okay because I'm like ready for that mentally and I'm preparing myself financially so I can hit that step. Just go ahead and like be your little freaky self. You would be fine. You'll be loved. You're not alone in that you're loved. You love yourself enough to not treat yourself or put yourself with shitty people who say they love you but they don't, but that you actually love yourself enough to know that it's okay to have your own space and be by yourself and not want the need for other people's validation. Other relationships with women, having confidence within other women in the community to just feel community. The real fighters and the real go getters, they know. They know real community and real love. So, respect to all the women out there. What makes me happy is reaching goals and giving myself a space in the community that I built.
And what would you tell those fucking people that have anything to say about queer women, trans women, or anybody in the community?
They can go fuck themselves. That's it. Like, they can go fuck themselves. I hold no space for you. I hold no sympathy for you, and everything and anything that crushes your world, I hope it crushes you harder. Five more questions. I just think as trans people as a whole, even trans men, like people have so many misconceptions because the news, movies, and anything that's written about trans people is just supposed to portray us as like the ugliest form of like what that is, who are you as a person. And people gun and see all that stuff on the news that they take it out on everybody else. That the biggest misconception is that we're not human, that we're not allowed like to be normal ass individuals, and that most of like all of us are just normal everyday people just trying to like figure it out and like have a life. We're not trying to push anything in anybody's face. That's the news that's trying to push things into people's faces. Trans people are just living every day, day to day, trying to be happy.
You just want to be yourself.
Yeah, just like everyone does, you know? Just don't have fear, you know? Don't force yourself to have to be in these places because you feel you need to be part of some group or anything. Find a place that accepts you and that you feel comfortable in. Some place, many places will have a heart and open arms for you. And get a gun because we're Texans.